Get into the Memphis series. Was Game 4 Caruso the first time you got to see a different side of him with that comeback?
Yeah, he got more competitive. Definitely.
We should acknowledge we want him to be here, but he's somewhere in Tahoe.
Yeah, drinking. He's drinking. He's drinking. I think I texted him. He was doing like his what do you call man getaway before like you get married or whatever.
He's been on a bender for like 10 days.
Yeah,
like,
I seen him and he shaved a beard, everything except the mustache. Head nice. His head is bald. Like he's just a little mustache. So that's what he's on right now. But yeah, there was a different side of AC going into that, which was cool to see. Obviously, he had won a ring prior to that. So
it felt like, I mean, I remember the game 1 of that series. You guys you came out and blitzed them a little bit, but it felt like that's a good team. You know, Ja getting hurt was a bummer for them, but it felt like we talked all year about the difference in this group from last year in terms of experience, and then obviously additions and everything like that. And it felt like that series was like sweeping anyone in the West.
Yeah,
it's hard, no matter who it is.
Yeah,
he's Ja or not, it still is
yeah.
Going into the Denver series, what were your guys, knowing it's a team with championship pedigree? What were your guys' thoughts?
Make it out of the second round. That was the biggest thing. Was like that was our test. Like going into the final, I'm not gonna say like we thought, we can win it if we get past Denver. It's just more like let's get over the hurdle that we were challenged with last year to like show that we got better. So a lot of that was like proving ourselves, and it was like Denver is like you said, like they won a chip. They have the same group. They know how to win. They've been to farther than we have, so they have that experience. But I think that's what the regular season is for too. Like us having the cushion we did, having home court advantage, like that played into that series. It played into the Indiana series. So that's how we went into it.
Did you? We talked all year. I mean, people have talked a lot at this point about like youngest team, blah blah blah. The experience questions, everything. I was thinking about after that game 1 of that Denver series with the Gordon shot, the comeback. It's a gut punch. That's a punch. That's a punch.
Sucked, yeah.
That's a punch. Just doing it at home. Everyone starts chattering. Everyone starts being like, "Oh yeah, the playoffs have arrived." Did you notice anything different at that point about the locker room, about just like the sort of resiliency, maybe even compared to last year?
I think last year that would have devastated us. Once you've been through the playoffs one time, I think it just makes it forces you to be a different person. Like there's so many like emotional swings and ups and downs of the playoffs that like it really didn't phase us too much.
Yeah.
We understood that we gave a game away, and then it was like, okay, well, now we got to win this next game, and then we got to go get 2 over there. Like that was our mindset. But a lot of it was just like, all right, like the game's over regardless of what happened. Like he hit a game winner. That really sucked. Just looking back at it, I could barely watch that game knowing the outcome of the series. Like it sucked, but it was like you can't feel sorry for yourself and lock back in.
Well, that was a crazy night, because that was the Knicks came back on Boston the same night, which was nuts. And every sort of like broad NBA fan was already kind of
writing everybody off. Yeah.
Yeah. When they were just like, okay, this is crazy. And then you guys are up, and people like kind of stopped watching. They're just like, yeah, they got it. And then Gordon was on a heater the whole playoffs.
Yeah.
And that happens, and it started, but I'm also kind of curious, like you guys all sort of shut it down during the playoffs in terms of reading too much or, paying attention to too much of the narratives and like that. But it is human nature to sort of like get in we're talking before about the physical side of things, to get in your own head about things like this. Do you really do you sort of think about like, this is just, you've already lived through this, so this is now a thing that you were sort of used to?
No, you can't get used to it. I can't lie. Like it sucks. The way we were losing too was like heartbreaking fashion. Like the Tyrese shot, the Gordon shot.
We're good.
You know what I mean? Like
we're good to that one.
Like we gave away games. So like, it wasn't even like, obviously we got beat, like regardless, but like it felt like some games we just like gave them away, and you go like sit down and you're like replaying the game in your head, and it's like, man, we blew that one. It's not like they're just beating us by 20. It's like we just did not play well down the stretch.
So one shot to this point where you guys won that I wanted to bring up was the game 5 in the Denver series with your go ahead 3. the shot before that was Jokic tied the game with that,
with that three, yeah.
with that crazy three. And that felt like it was one of those things where you were like,
Oh, no.
if you don't hit yours,
Might
that's
lose the game.
Yeah, that's a moment, because that's a fluky thing that when that happens, it's like it's a little bit like if you don't nip it in the bud,
it gets out. Yeah, it gets out. But what's crazy is like game 5 felt like game 1. Like we go up 8 and then like they kick in shots like that to tie the game back up. So now it's like we're going in the thing like, hey, we gotta score down here. It's
sometimes in a championship run, you know, these sort of like little moments get forgotten after the fact. But I think about, like, we talked all year about the role guys, about, you know, Wiggins, Case, and guys like that just stepping up at different points. Think about game 4. You guys are down 2-1 at the end.
We got to walk them down.
Yeah,
which was
but
cool.
but that was a little bit. I feel like as much as, you know, you, Chet, and Shea sort of had your impact on this entire run, it was like that was those guys.
That was their game. Yeah, Wiggs played really well too. Okay, so obviously AC was consistent the whole time. Same thing with Lou, but like, yeah, Wiggs had a great game. He shot us back in the game, you know, and it's guys like that win you championships, and like those games kind of go unnoticed because everybody's going to remember like all the game 7s and that. But they're just, the more that I like see the highlights, I'm like, man, these are like some like in just grand scheme, like there's some like huge shots. Wiggs, I think, hit 2 threes in a row to bring us back.
And then Lou had the 3 threes.
Lou had 3. We were going to probably lose that game if he doesn't make those shots. So like we have a ton of big shot makers. Queso in the Minnesota series, like he made a ton of big shots. Like just throughout that run, like those are the guys that you need to like step up and play well, and they did that.
When you hit the shot and the go ahead one in game 5, were you yelling? Was that yelling at the?
Yeah, my wrist. Yeah, because it, like, to explain it, like the lidocaine had worn off. I got my hand stepped on that game. Like I've never got my hand stepped on ever. I get my hand stepped on that game, so my hand is like burning the whole game. It's like swollen. There's probably video footage out there. Donnie is like trying to like kind of move my ligaments around in my hand to like get some range of motion back. So like I'm retaping at halftime. So like it was just a lot of like struggle going into that. So for that shot to go in was big.
What was your feeling watching Alex in game 7 with Jokic?
It was impressive. It wasn't anything out of the norm for him.
You don't think so?
Nah. It's just Jokic, so it gets like...
He's just so big. That's the thing. It's like him doing that to almost anybody else. This guy's made multiple all defense teams. Like, you're not going to be surprised. It's just the physical. It's
AC
the mass
doesn't surprise me. Like the stuff that we're like going into and like how he approaches it. Like for him to have success that night on Jokic, like it doesn't shock me. And then it honestly, like the way he was playing, like helped us in a way, because it's like now we can kind of like be way more aggressive, because like Jokic is having to fight for every catch and like really work hard. So it's like now I can really help AC, and he just did a good job on him. So like it doesn't shock me. Like the things we do defensively, like with our team and the talent we have defensively, it doesn't like shock me. It's more like the outside world that's not with them every day is like the shock.